told me. I tried to get somebody. He said he ain't working for free.
They don't hear you.
Say what?
So these young people don't hear you.
What's up? School starts September 8th. That's the moving day. Got a race car. Yeah, 'cause we're on 4th. Okay. So that's
Good evening, welcome to HoopsHIGH. We're at 1313 South Sacramento Drive. I'm Zion Watson, I'll be a color commentator.
And I'm Kyle Williams. I'm going to be your play-by-play commentator. This should be an entertaining matchup between the Bulls and the Soldiers. Two teams ready to play.
And I've actually seen the Soldiers team play before, and they play with a gut fire. You know, they hustle, they're scrappy. You know, they do everything. So we'll definitely see a good matchup out of these two teams today.
Yes, I'm familiar with the Soldiers team pretty well. I'm familiar with most of the players on their team. You got Deshaun Murph, Amir Mosley, Trayondis Robinson, Rashad, and Sinkay Simmons. And as we get ready for the jump between Trayon is one of the most athletic players on the team, so he will be jumping off.
So this is the last day.
An interesting fact here for the Bulls: they have a player, Devon Horn, who used to attend Westinghouse College Prep. Now he is transferred, and that's why he was not playing on the Soldiers.
Very interesting.
As the Soldiers win the tip, Trayondis gets it, passes over to Amir Mosley, guarded by Devon Horn. Nice pick. Sinkay Simmons for three, missed.
Get that three off.
Trying to get the first 3 points of the game. Now they're in it. They're going to be in the full court press, which I know their coach teaches heavily.
They're big on pressure.
They break the press, the Bulls do, and they miss.
The layup.
Rebounded by Murph, who throws it back to the Bulls. Looks like Devon Horn's going to get at the top of the key. Nice pull up. Missed.
I already missed it though.
Now the reason the ref didn't call over the back was because they just simply didn't box out.
Right.
They can't call a over the back foul if you're not boxing out. If you're just jumping with them, it's just two people jumping.
Yeah, you definitely got to box out in this game. You know, rebounding and boxing out helps goes a long way.
At the line for the Bulls, makes the first one. Kobe with the first point of the game. Excuse me. Second one is also good. Low arcing shot, and now they're in their full court press. Someone for the Soldiers has to go in the middle in order to break the press. That's how you beat it. It's in the middle. Score is 2-0 with 14 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Things getting a little physical between Sin K and a member of the Bulls. As Sin K gets the ball, gonna be handling it. Looks like they're running a little play as Murph gets it, passes over to Sin K, stops and pops for 3 and then misses. Steal by Mosley, goes right up to the basket. Score is 2-2 as they break the press again. Over to Devon Horn on the wing. Back over to Amari, controlling the basketball.
With 13 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock, the score is tied 2-2.
Looks like the Soldiers switched to more of a zone there, but an open shot gets free because of the zone. Late rotation on the back line by Deshaun Murph. They need to clear that up or they're going to be giving up corner wing threes all game. Sin K passes it over to Trey, who throws it up and in.
Just the easy deuce right there.
Tre'Anis Robinson.
And I used to go to school with number 3 Tre'Anis Robinson, but then he transferred to Westbound. So
yeah, Tre'Anis playing back in his home gym. And nice trap in the corner. One of the places on the court where you trap the most. Good hands, good fight. And the ball's going to be belonging to the Soldiers.
Hoops High is produced by high school students who are learning the skills of professional broadcasting. All of the camera work, announcing, directing, and engineering is done by the students.
Sin K passes over to Trey. Trey breaks it over to Murph in the corner. Misses the 3. Which is surprising for Murph. Murph's a strong shooter.
Yeah, surprised that didn't go in.
One of the best shooters in the state.
You gotta give it to him. The kid can't shoot.
When he's on, he's on. He's the definition of a streaky shooter. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off.
Yeah.
As another foul call there. Number 5, Devon Horn, the point guard for the Bulls. Passes over to the middle.
3, no good.
Nice rebound by Sin K. But that's the thing about the press. The quickest way to beat it is to hit the man in the middle. Once you hit the man in the middle,
you break it down.
Press is pretty much broken. Now, Zion, are you a little tired? I know you just were playing in the Redbirds game earlier. Are you a little tired?
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, man. All the running, the pressing, the traps, it really takes a lot out of you, but...
And you didn't even give us a clean dunk. I thought you were going to get down a clean dunk. It went in, but it wasn't clean. Yeah. I've seen you throw down a dunk before.
The ball ended up slipping on my hand. Man from behind me came up and scratched it a little bit, but I definitely got this next time, though.
As the Bulls with the ball, pass over to Kobe, back to the corner, to the post. Nice footwork right there by Derek Lindsey. Amir Mosley breaks the press. Impressive pass to Rashard Moore, who the coach of the Soldiers not too happy. Don't know what he's not too happy about, but Rashard Moore is going to the line for 2.
Minutes and 50 seconds on the clock yet. The score is tied 4-4, and
been a pretty up and down contest.
Yeah, definitely.
Rashard Moore banks in the free throw. 7-4. As Rashard Moore is going to be taking a breather here.
Marvin Jones drives in. Tries to dish out to the big fella, but
Nice job by Murph to give it up ahead to Trey, who didn't really put any power into that layup attempt.
Kobe throws it to the corner. He takes that three, and it's no good. So it's just got in transition now.
Now that's one thing about Devon. He's not really a strong shooter. He's a capable shooter, but he's not really a strong shooter as he gets a layup to go. 6-7 with 8 minutes to go. And a good anticipation there by Amari to almost come up with the steal.
If he got that a little bit earlier, he could definitely got that steal.
As the Soldiers will be taking it sideline out of bounds. Some substitutions for them. Amir controlling the action. Calls for a screen. Hits Tyron Kidd in the corner over to Senke. Mishandled the pass. Senke ignored Tyron, who wanted the post up, and they're going to be calling a jump ball. Now, as a fellow big yourself, Zion, how do you feel when you post up, you feel you've been doing all the hard work to rebound block shots, and you get looked off in the post?
It's very frustrating sometimes, because you feel like you're doing all the hard work. It feels like, you're doing all the hard work, all the dirty work, being scrappy, and you feel like you deserve the ball. So, yeah, it's kind of frustrating not getting it, but just got to play through it.
I completely understand as Trey accelerates, decelerates, brings it back out. Some good defense right there from Derek, keeping Trey in front of him, but a cheap little foul at the end.
Yeah, but most definitely good defense though. Boy, Debris, he almost had to steal. The ball was landed right in front of him, but he couldn't get it. Grab onto it, fell out of bounds.
Timeout. Score is 7-6 with 6 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the first half of 2. Who on both teams has kind of impressed you so far?
I just like the big fella from the Bulls, Kobe Linus. He's been rebounding well. He's been making passes, trying to set up teammates. I like his game.
I've been impressed too with Kobe and Derek, number 1 on the Bulls. Derek has shown that he can play. Should be an entertaining game as we have 6 minutes to go in the first half. Kind of a low-scoring affair. Hopefully the pace picks up and more buckets are get.
I feel like whoever could get more momentum, will take off with this game.
Derek passes it into the backcourt to number 4 on Jabri, over to number 7, 9, 3, miss.
Rebound.
Number 9 just playing like a man amongst boys. Mike, as he be going to the line for 2, just kind of out-muscle his way to the basket. And he makes the first free throw. As rebounded by the Soldiers. Trayanis bringing it up, and he kind of loses it. And the 3 in the corner, missed. Offensive rebound.
Oh, good block by Trey.
Nice block right there by Trayanis.
Oh, things look like they're getting physical right here.
Number 4, Jabri getting a little testy after the block shot by Trey. I mean, when you get your shot blocked, you feel it's some type of way.
Right.
But you can't let your emotions get the best of you.
Most definitely good defense, Trayanis Robinson right there though. Good block though.
And now Mike See if he can convert. He can't. Rebounded by Tyron Kidd. Now Amir sees all the traffic. Pass over to Rashard all the way. Step through with the layup.
Good basket.
Impressive use of footwork right there to step through.
You know, you don't see that in today's game a lot.
Looks like the Soldiers have switched it up. Gone to more of a man-to-man and a missed layup by Mike. You can't miss layups.
No, and that was wide open. That's just unacceptable.
Impressive defense. So, refs just letting them play, which is great.
Oh, they lose it.
They break the press. Number 0, Tony, and Tyron Kidd with the 3.
Good shot.
Now some defense here. A Mosley.
Good way to have a hand there from Amir.
The Soldiers and the Bulls both putting on some good defensive performances. Number 7, Marquise. Passes over to the wing to
Amari.
Back to Mike. Sizing up. And they're going to call a foul there on, I believe, Tyron Kidd. Late rotation there by number 0, Tony, causes him to have to get the foul.
You see Kobe Lyons at the line again.
And the first free throw is good. Some more substitutions. Rashad Morgan the break. Sin-K Simmons checking back into the game. Sin-K is a rising senior. He plays his high school ball at Westinghouse College Prep. Some of these players play for Westinghouse, just a few of them, not too many. As he gets it, passes over to Murph.
Good ball movement from him.
And a bad pass by Tyron Kidd. And good defense by Amir Mosley.
Yeah, definitely don't want to give up any layups, especially when you turn the ball over.
On that play by Tyron, he just kind of threw a soft bounce pass and allowed the Bulls player to just come, swoop in, take it, and get rewarded at the line as he makes the first free throw. Darius makes both, which is something you can't say about either team to this point.
Yeah, both teams are really playing with a lot of intensity, aggressiveness. And this is, like I said earlier, it's like whoever gets the most momentum.
The Soldiers, good ball movement. Murph with the 3.
And that's what you can say about this Soldiers team. They move the ball very well. They definitely have good ball movement.
Good steal. Took his cookies and couldn't convert the layup. And a nice layup on the other end from Marquise. Sin-K Simmons.
Crossover.
The Soldiers need to slow down the pace. They're getting a little sped up by the Bulls.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep it at your pace. You don't want to feel like you go the same pace as the other teams going. You don't have anything to prove. Just go with your pace. What's shot the wrong 3 there?
Long, ill-advised shot right there by number 4, Deshaun Murph.
Just kind of confused on why he took that. Kind of deep.
Kind of a deep shot, and this in the situation, there's only 46 seconds to go. Hold for the best shot, hold for the final shot, 2 for 1 opportunity, but not just chuck up a long 3. Score is 15-15, 46 seconds to go in this first half of play. So who on the Bulls team has caught your eye so far?
I like we seen Kobe Lyons a lot. Like I said, I just like this kid's game. You know, he's a great rebounder. You know, he's definitely a threat on the low post. You know, I think people sometimes forget this. Like he's one of their major scoring options here. So yeah, Kobe Lyons for sure.
I've been impressed with Kobe Lyons, Rashard Moore, his activity on defense and rebounding. K. Simmons, the rising senior, passes over to Murph, a rising senior. Over to Tyron Kidd. Over to Cam.
See, and here's what I say, they moved this ball.
Now, that turnover by Murph kind of just threw a fastball, and K wasn't ready to catch it. Neither was Tyron. Tyron had an opportunity to catch it too.
But it's like I said earlier, this Soldiers team, they move the ball very well. They're very patient, you know, and not like that. No, you know, they don't never rush. You know, sometimes they do, but they rarely rush the ball.
K just shoots it and gets blocked, and that's going to take us to halftime. Score is 15-15, and both teams have been trying to go up and down the court. Very fast-paced play. I think this game is going to be won on the defensive end of the court. Both teams playing some really good defense here to start off the opening half. And it's also going to come down to who can hit threes and free throws. It might seem simple, but a three here, a three there, and that's the entire ball game. Free throws here, 2 free throws missed. The other team goes down and hits 2 free throws. It's as simple as that, and that could be the biggest difference in the ball game.
Yeah, momentum definitely. Momentum can definitely compare. Keep rolling.
Hello, my name is Sherry Patterson, and you're watching Hoops High. This game is the Soldiers and the Bulls. The score is tied right now, 15-15. These are two good, phenomenal teams. I feel that is why it's tied. They need to work on some technical fields, you know, their defense. But stay tuned for more action here on Hoops High.
Leo, he should be in the room. He ain't in there. He probably in the small jump.
And we are back for the second half of play between the Soldiers and the Bulls. The first half was largely a defensive battle. Both teams struggling to hit shots. Both teams playing some impressive man-to-man defense. And this game's going to come down to the little things like most basketball games. The 5 starters that started the game for the Bulls are going to be starting again. And they will start with possession of the basketball. Number 3, Charles will be inbounding it to Devon Horn. Devon Horn passes it back over to Charles.
Oh, we're having traveling.
That's what happens when you're indecisive with the basketball.
Definitely can't think too much about it.
Amir Mosley, the point guard, rising senior. Passes over to Murph. Murph trying to do too much. Pass over to Sin-K. Nice give and go with him and Trayanis as Trayanis will be going to the line.
You ain't getting no tackle.
Yeah, and it's just like I said earlier, this Soldier team, they really love to move the ball very well. You know, they have good ball movement, good spacing, good patience.
Trayanis knocks down the first free throw. Former used to go to North Lawndale College Prep, now attends Westinghouse College Prep.
Yeah.
Misses the second one. As Devon Horn trying to race it up the court, passes it over to the big fella. Now Devon Horn still has it.
Goes it down low to Kobe Lyons. He gets it strip. And now Soldier's pushing the ball. Handed it out down low. Ooh, gets it blocked. Rejection.
That's a clean block. Two on the other end, a clean steal by Rashad. Good hands to get the deflection. As both teams still continuing the defensive effort that they put on in the first half. Now a little zone here by the Soldiers. Devon passes it over to number 0, who is Amari. And then a tough layup to go.
Yeah, good post move down low from them.
I believe that's the second time in this game as Cookies clean steal, but can't convert the layup. That was an impressive rip there by the Bulls. I believe that was number 3, Charles. Charles came up with the nice steal.
You see a little bit confusing here on who's supposed to have the ball. Soldiers have the ball here now.
Now Murph on the other end races, attacks, and looks like should have been a foul. Looks like he got swiped across the arm, but refs can't see everything. They're not perfect. Trayanis in the corner, attacks right, and he will be going to the line for 2.
Good drive by Trayanis on that play.
Good job of reading his defender, reading the way he was closing out and then attacking with the sweep to the right. Which is harder for most players. Most right-handed shooters like Trayanis, as he misses the first free throw, they tend to sweep to the left because right-handed shooters tend to sweep to the left in order to, they can pull up, they can attack the basket easier. It's just more easier to shoot coming off your left hand than it is to be a right-handed shooter and come to your right and shoot.
As he makes the second.
Which makes it a tie game. Devon Horn, the rising junior, I believe. Pass over to Charles. Charles over to Amari, who launches a 3. And he's not Steph Curry.
Yeah, he shouldn't have took that shot. Derek Lindsey with the rebound. He outlets
to Devon, and he sets up his teammate with a nice dish to number 3, Charles, and a bad pass as Trayanis plays defense. Nice pass, corner 3, miss.
Jump ball will be called on the play.
This game has been really physical, which is not something you see in today's basketball. You don't even see it in the NBA really, this type of physical game.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, both teams, were battling real hard, being real tough. It's a sight to see, man.
Both teams are playing very frantically right now, which is not really showing success. It's a low-scoring affair, 19-17. Nice pass down low. Swing. Charles attacks the basket and got to the basket. Didn't know what he wanted to do. Loses it. Next possession. Now a 2-1-2 for the Bulls. The Bulls running a 2-1-2.
And neither team, looks like they can pull away right now.
Amir Mosley attacks right, has the ball stolen on a back tap. Send Simmons back, and
missed the layup.
His presence alone caused the shot to get altered as Amir gets his stuff blocked. Nice block by Mike with the nice block. As Amari controls the ball, slowing things down. Amari passes over to, and can't be doing that.
No, can't be doing that.
That's one of the most common travels that I see. That little, they want a sweep baseline. That one's a tough one to call as both a ref, and sometimes it's hard for the player to get why they travel. But it's just one of those plays.
Another steal from the Bulls. Ooh.
As Marquise tried to finish it, got bumped.
Yeah, but those are still easy points you need to make, though.
Marquise gonna go to the line. Misses the first one. And in a score this tight, free throws are going to become a key component of this game. As Ken Simmons will be checking in. Ken Simmons is going to be checking in for Tre'Anis Robinson for the Soldiers. As the score is 20-17, 8 minutes to go. Tony passes over to Ken to Amir. 3, bang. Nice 3 there by Amir Mosley. Ties up the game. Devon Horn gets out of control, and he just turns the ball over. The turnover causes him to go to the bench. Doesn't look too happy. Amir with a bad pass, and it's gonna stay with the Soldiers. One of the Bulls players got their hands on it, which probably wasn't the wisest move. Now let's see what the Soldiers do with this out of bounds play. They pass it over to Tony, who passes over to Cam. Amir coming along to Tony for 3, got it.
Ooh, good shot.
He's an incoming freshman. Tony right there with the nice 3, touched everything but the rim. And when it looked like the game was going to get out of control and out of hand for the Soldiers, they battled their way back into it with 2 back-to-back 3s, one by a rising senior, one by an incoming freshman. As
Kobe Lyons gets in there in the middle, tries to lay it in, and it's good.
Kobe Lyons is just a man amongst boys.
Yeah.
I don't think the Soldiers have anyone who could match up with him.
Yeah, he's definitely a threat down there in the low post.
And Amir.
Ooh. Good flash pass right there from Amir. But his teammate ended up losing it.
Amir broke the press by himself. And an errant pass right there by Tyron Kidd. There's a reason he's a forward and not a guard. His passing ability is not up to par. As
Amari Jones takes a long 3, but it's no good. Kobe Lyons gets the rebound and gets the N1.
Who plus the harm for Kobe Lyons, and he would be going to the line. He's just, he doesn't need any plays called for him. He just needs to go get the offensive rebound and put it back in.
He's a sneaky scorer. This kid loves to get his points off second chance points. He's definitely a threat down there on the low post. He rebounds very well. Strong.
And just like that, the Bulls take a 2-point lead as Rashard Moore.
Ooh, almost got the easy bucket there. He gets it back. Ooh, but lose that out of bounds. They're called carries.
Rashard wasn't afraid to challenge Kobe right there. Jabri has the ball for the Bulls. Pass over to Kobe. Up top to number 7 who attacks and hits down low. Nice dish and vision.
Good basket for Derek Lindsey though.
And looks like the refs are going to call it out of bounds. Ball is going to go to the Soldiers. Looks like they're trying to inbound it to Amir, who does. In and out to the wing to Rashard. Hits K. Crossover. And just a clear foul right there by number 8. Excuse me, not number 8, number 6, Kobe.
Yeah, Amir with the ball, yeah.
Amir for 3, and he got fouled. Amir Mosley going to the line. First one, it's good. Amir, a strong shooter. One of the best shooters on the team.
Second.
Misses the second one. Kind of flat. See if he gets his arc back and hits the third. If he at least hits 2 out of 3, it'll be a 2-point game, and which it is. 27-25, 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
It looks like they used the run and jump defense. Ooh, Kobe Lions gets the M1.
Kobe's he's just too strong.
Yeah.
He's just overpowering the Soldiers so far. He's been the main reason that the Bulls are winning this game.
Most definitely, he's been scoring. He's been a threat so far in this game.
And he's knocking down his free throws too. 5-point lead, 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go.
Come on.
Amir, pass over to Trayanis. Just a bad pass there by Trey. Amir Mosley playing man-to-man defense on number 4, Jabri. Attacks to the basket and just got stolen. K with the in and out attack.
Ooh. Easy.
And it's going to stay with the Soldiers. Nice dribbling exhibition right there by K. Simmons.
Yeah, he does have good handles.
Now it looks like the Bulls are going to be in a 2-3. Now they're in a man. K for 3. Badly misses a 3. Not a strong shooter.
Yeah, right now.
Now number 0, Amari.
They don't need anything right here. They just hold the ball.
And they're gonna call a hand check. Amari has been a strong ball handler. He's had a couple ill-advised shots, but for the most part, he's been doing his role, filling his role. As Murph is going to come in for K. Simmons, get some shooting.
And the Bulls really don't need a hard to score here. They just hold the ball, really.
Amari looks like he's just going to try and hold the ball. But Trayanis staying with him.
Yeah.
And they pass it over to the corner. Should have been a trap in the corner. I mean, one thing that coaches teach you in basketball, if the ball goes to the corner, trap it. As Kobe will be going to the line.
58 seconds left. The score is 30-25. The Bulls are up.
Kobe hits the first one, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Second shot up.
Hits
good.
32-25. This one is all but over in a low-scoring affair for the Soldiers.
Yeah, it's just not their day right now. It just wasn't their day today. But a comeback may still be possible. 47 seconds now. Score 32-25. They may still can come back from this.
And it's going to start with free throws.
Yep.
As Amir hits the first free throw for the Soldier. Misses the second. And looks like they're going to go into a press.
Ooh, almost a steal there.
Steal by Mosley and one. Who plus the harm for Amir Mosley? As if he hits this free throw, it's only a 3-point game. And there's plenty of time left, 37 seconds to go.
As Mari Jones gets subbed down.
And Amir hits the free throw. Looks like they're going to stay in the press that was successful. And they hit it back. Looks like they're going to break it, and they do as they pass it to Kobe. And it gets tipped out of bounds and is going to stay with the Bulls.
30 seconds up.
They either have to come up with a quick steal or looks like they're going to have to foul. Just foul.
Yep.
As number 4, Jabri will be going to the line. See if he can miss at least one. If he misses one, then they have a chance. But if he makes both, it's going to be hard to come back.
First.
Misses, and a timeout immediately.
Yeah, definitely, clock is definitely not your friend in this situation if you're the Soldiers.
They need a 3. I think they're gonna try and draw up a play to free up Murph or Amir on possibly some horns action to get them involved, or a down screen.
Yeah, definitely want to get the best shooters open here.
It's going to be interesting to see because I believe everybody in the gym and everybody on the Bulls knows who the shooters are for those Soldiers. So whoever's setting the screen here is going to be important.
You definitely want a big body standing that screen too, so it'll be effective.
It's going to be their ball as 27 seconds to go. Inbounded quickly to Amir. Back over to Trey. Swings it back over to Amir. Murph in the corner for 3. Got it. Murph got it. Tie game.
Wow.
Big time shot by Murph. And that was a good play design right there by the Soldiers. Trey, the inbounder, passes over, gets the ball back. He breaks it a little bit, passes over to Amir, makes the extra pass to the corner, and Murph hits the 3. That's what he does.
Yeah, you would think if you were the Bulls, you'd think to guard the shooter, but they just lost track of him and made him pay. But Michelle Clark has been, has a lot of, the Bulls have had a lot of buzzer beaters going on for themselves this summer, so let's see if they can, pull off another buzzer beater here.
There's a lot of time. There's 16 seconds to go. I think they're going to try and inbound it quickly and then dish the ball off to Kobe, who's been their best player. as Amari dribbling it. Attacks right, attacks left.
Takes the mid-range.
And
It's
he hits the
good.
mid-range. And he hits the impressive mid-range shot to go. Puts his team up by 2. Timeout. They got 1 second to go. Let's see if the Soldiers have any miracles up their sleeve. But that was just an impressive shot by Amari.
Yeah, sold the fake, stopped itself. And,
And then got the shooter's bounce. Now, the ball is going to be inbounded in the backcourt. So so the Soldiers are going to have to go pretty far in order to get this shot in just 2 seconds. They just need a 2. They don't need a 3 necessarily, but it looks like they're only going to have an opportunity to shoot a 3. See if they might get bailed out by a foul. There's a lot of scenarios at play.
A lot of things can happen right now.
And they pass over to Sen-K, who fumbles the ball. And he just loses the ball. And the Bulls are going to walk away with this victory as they beat the Soldiers. Good game from both teams.
Yeah, and this was a very intense, close game. Both teams, they came out with energy. They was very intense. Had a lot of defensive pressure. And man, it was just one of a kind. Good game for both teams.
Amari would probably be my player of the game just for the big-time shot. He was solid all game, but the big shot is probably the deal breaker here.
I don't know. I say I have to give it to Kobe Lyons. He did a lot of rebounding, a lot of dirty work. And he still got us points. Off second chance points, off offensive rebounds. He was just unstoppable in this game.
That is also true. But it was an impressive game from both teams.
Yeah, most definitely. But now toss over to the sideline reporter.
Hi, I'm Nivea and I'm here with Kobe Weekly.
How you doing?
What are your aspirations in life?
To make it far, go to the NBA, take care of my mom, and get out the hood to live a better life.
Is there any point at this game that you thought you were going to lose?
No, I just figured out that we need to just play hard because we should have blown them out, to be honest.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Wasn't the questions?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be something.